Hello, everybody. Welcome back once again. Thank you very much, as always, for spending some time with me today. My name is Jeremy, and this is the Crew First Culture podcast. It's a great day. It's a great day to be a firefighter. It's a great day to be a father, husband, mother, spouse, whatever you are. But it is a great day to be a firefighter. You know, I shouldn't have to keep reminding myself of that, but sometimes more than others I need to hear it. Sometimes more than others I need to keep telling myself that. You know, I love being a firefighter. I am very blessed right now to be on a crew that I just enjoy so much. I spent Sunday shift at a at our, I don't know what you want to call it, our main station, whatever, riding out as battalion chief because ours was gone and supposedly they needed me to do it. And it's not for me. I missed being home. I wanted to be back with my crew. You know, that station has a good company officer. Those guys, they got a great crew there. Those guys really enjoy working for him, but it's not my home, you know. I I just missed being home. It was awkward, and I was ready to get back. So yesterday I was back at my firehouse and got some good training in, enjoyed some laughs with the guys, had some good food, got some work done, and it was a good day. It made me appreciate what I have even more. So anyway, just a few thoughts for this week. You know, I just got done listening to the audio version of Rick Lasky's Pride and Ownership on my way home a couple days ago, and yesterday on my way to work started his and Chief Salka's book, Five Alarm Leadership. So some really good stuff. Pride and Ownership, listened to it, the whole thing of it, and really enjoyed it. And just kind of getting started with the Five Alarm Leadership, but I've really enjoyed what I heard so far. Something that I heard on my way home out of that book that I really liked, kind of the meaning behind it, is they said a couple times that managers do things right, leaders do the right things. And I think there is a lot of truth to that. And you break it down a little bit further to kind of explain it if it's not so clear to you. Managers, they're checking boxes, they're making sure things are done right, they're you know, making sure the policies are all squared away, and you know, like I said, checking boxes, that's a big thing. You know, making sure those boxes are checked, making sure, you know, the pieces are where they're supposed to be, and doing their jobs. And then you have leaders do the right things. You know, does that mean that they are checking every box? They're doing the best they can, but sometimes choices are a little bit more gray than that. You know, and I'm not going to get into that. I've talked on that subject a few times about, you know, the episode that sometimes you got to break some rules to do the right thing. I went into that quite a bit there. Several other episodes. I don't want to get into that right now because, you know, this is a fragile time. I would say this is a delicate time in my department, and I want to try to stay on the positive side of it. And I know if I get into those topics, I will start to voice a little frustration. And I don't want that to happen today. That's not my purpose for today. Today, I just want to talk about being better leaders, being better firefighters, being better whatever you are. We're better than what we're doing. We're better than the product we're putting out. And you know, I know there's a lot of people out there listening that are putting some work into the fire service. They're doing great things for the fire service. They're bettering themselves. They're growing. They're adding leaders to the fire service. And I'm not trying to say for a second that we are not doing good things. There's a lot of people out there doing great things, but even those people, we can do better. We can keep getting better, working harder, reaching farther out. And so, we struggle sometimes. And like I said, this is a difficult time for me in my career. And the funny thing is, and this is a conversation I've had a few times with a few people here lately, I can honestly say that this past year and a half, maybe even 2 years coming up now, but at least a year and a half, I have never felt more confident in my skills as a firefighter than within this last year and a half. I have never trained more than I have this last year and a half. I have never went outside of my department and taught people like I have this last year and a half. I have never actually pursued a state of daily growth and daily learning like I have this past year and a half. And at the same time, I have never been more frustrated than this past year and a half. I have never been the focus of negative attention from my department like I have this past year and a half. I have never been in more trouble than this past year and a half. And it's a very interesting conversation. It's a very interesting situation, I will say. And why is that? I can't help but wonder why that is. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. This is not a session where I have the solutions. I don't. My solution is that I know what I'm doing is right. I know why I'm doing it is right. I know that I am trying my best to do it in the right way. So, like I've stated before, I don't care. I'm not going to back down on what is right because some feel challenged by it. Some feel that it's not right. Some feel that it is undermining their authority. All of those things do not change the fact that I answered those questions yes. Every question that I asked myself about it being the right thing, I answered yes. So if you have a problem with that because it undermines your authority, I'm sorry, but I don't feel like it is necessary for me to change doing the right thing because it is bruising your precious ego and your authority. Oh, one thing right now that I feel like I am trying to figure out is building teamwork, building pride, building ownership. All those things. Like I said, I just finished the book Pride and Ownership by Rick Lasky, and it was great. I really enjoyed how he goes into some history of the fire service and things that we don't talk about. Stories and history that we should be passing on, but we're not. We're not doing that kind of stuff as much anymore. And I wonder why. Why is it? And another subject that he talked about, and I got to be very careful here that I'm not falling into the trap that I talked about earlier, but crew logos, station logos. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with a crew or just a company, a station, a firehouse having their own logos and being proud of creating something that they feel represents them, that they have pride in, that that they feel like they can show off and they want to show off or put it on shirts and stickers and inside the apparatus floor, on the engine or the truck. Show it off. Tell the world, this is who we are. This is what we did. We all got together and created something that we have pride in, that represents who we are. And is that different from another crew logo, another crew's pride? Absolutely. Is that a bad thing? No. Why would it be a bad thing? They're different people. They're different crews. They're different districts, different rigs. Let them be individuals. Let them have different characters. Let them have pride in who they are. I'm really struggling with that. I don't understand why that is a bad thing. You know, why? And this is something to think about right here. Something that I've heard, an argument that I've heard here lately that it really kind of sets me off is, well, we want uniformity in the department or in the firehouses, in the shifts. Okay, so that can go two ways. So if you have non-uniform things going on, which means you got one set of people one area and one set of people in another area, there's two ways to fix that. You can bring the one set up to that second set, or you can bring the second set down to the first set. Why is it that we are always focusing on bringing those higher level crews and individuals down to the lower level so that we can be uniform at a lower level? Why can't we start focusing on bringing those crews that are lacking, that are the minimal standard crews? Why can't we focus on bringing them up so that our uniformity meets at that high level? Why can't we do that? You know, why is it that the crews that are showing pride, the crews that are doing extra, the crews that are putting in work to grow and learn and build teamwork and unity, and that are functioning at high levels, why is it that they're the focus of the negative things from above? Why are they the ones that catch the most issues? I will never understand why, if you are a crew that is lazy and barely creeps above the minimum standard, and as long as you get everything accomplished that meets certifications, as long as you're out the door in the required time, you're good. Nobody will ever touch you. You'll never have a word said to you. You might not have pulled a line in 8 months as an engine crew, or pulled the ladder off in a year, or any other number of skills and techniques that you should be working on. But nobody will touch you. Nobody cares, because you're not causing issues. You're not pushing any boundaries. You're not bringing any outside thoughts and techniques and knowledge that we have to sit here and feel like it's challenging our knowledge and our skills and our history. I don't understand it, and I hate it. We are better than that. We are better. We have to be better than that. We have got to bring the pride back into the fire service. We have got to start promoting the crews, the individuals, the shifts, the departments that focus on pride, focus on unity, focus on personal growth. Those are the people and the crews and the shifts that they should be celebrated. Their stories should be told. Their inspiration should be shared. But it's not. Those are the people that are getting dumped on, the people that are getting smashed, the people that are getting their passion extinguished, for lack of a better term. And I honestly don't know how somebody could look at the big picture of that action, look at the end game of those actions, and see any kind of positive outcome. I don't get it. I don't understand it. There are so many passionate people out there, firefighters, wanting to do great things, doing great things, going outside of their department, teaching hundreds of people, thousands maybe people, sharing a passion and truly making the fire service better. And then they come home and they're the focus of every negative statement you can think of. They are the problems. They are the rogues. They are the rule breakers, the limit pushers, always, questioning authority, always thinking they know better than anybody else, always trying to change things. How is that? How is it that an entire nation can embrace somebody for the incredible knowledge that they share and the hundreds of people that they have helped become better at their job, yet when they go home they are an outcast? I don't get it. I don't understand. We can do better. If that's you, if you're the outcast at home, but down deep underneath the surface, you know that you're doing good things, you know you're doing the right thing, keep going, keep pushing. There are a lot of us out there. Reach out, get yourself a support network. If you have some within your organization, that's great, because they'll be more accessible. There'll be somebody you can physically talk to. But if you don't, then start reaching outside. There are so many people out there that want to be better with you. They want to grow with you. They want to work with you. They have been through things that they can share with you. Reach out. But we have got to bring the pride back into the fire service. Be proud of being a firefighter. Be proud of your crew. If you're not proud of your crew, then maybe that means you need to do something to be proud of. Maybe you need to start creating something to be proud of. If you don't feel crew pride, then it's time to start creating a culture within your crew that you can be proud of. It's a long process. I honestly don't know that there is ever an end to it. So I don't even think you could call it a long process. It's just a process. Slow process. But I'm telling you right now, my crew, are we perfect? No. We mess up. We make mistakes. We in our training yesterday, I was working as a firefighter. And I'm telling you right now, I need a lot of work to be a decent firefighter, because I am not a very good firefighter right now. I could have done a lot better in some of those evolutions. So when I say that I have pride in my crew, it's not because I think we are perfect. I have pride in my crew because I know we do good things. I know we constantly look for ways to grow. We care about each other. We form relationships. We respect each other. We stand and fight with each other. We are proud of who we are because we are proud of the process it is taking to get to who we are and to become who we are. I hope that that can transfer into the other crews and the other shifts of my department. If it doesn't, it's not going to change anything. We're still going to be proud of who we are. We're still going to do what we feel is the right thing to do. We're still going to come to work and love being at the firehouse. I don't care what the other shifts do. I don't care how many days we show up and the rigs don't have fuel, the floors are nasty, there's whatever all over. I don't care what new policies and stupid procedures that we feel don't make sense come down. I don't care if we get in trouble for silly things that don't even make sense. We are going to have a good day at the firehouse. We are going to enjoy being there. We're going to stand together and fight when we need to stand together and fight. We're going to stand together and accomplish whatever task is put in front of us on whatever call and run we're sent to. We're going to do our best to help as many people as we can when we're there. And no amount of any of those other things that I talked about are going to change that. That is on us. We can choose to have a terrible day at the firehouse and hate our jobs, hate running calls, hate picking people off the floor, hate training, hate administration, be negative about everything. Or we can choose to come to work and enjoy being a firefighter, enjoy the training, enjoy growing, challenging each other, challenging ourselves, enjoy making a difference. We can enjoy being a part of something that is bigger than all of us. And that's what we are going to choose to do. And I am so blessed to have a crew of people that want to do that with me. We're going to harass each other all day long. We're going to make fun of each other every single chance we get. And we're going to enjoy every second of it. Because I guarantee you, yeah, I'm getting harassed 1 second about something stupid that I did the other day or 10 years ago. But in 5 minutes, when that bell goes off and we're put to the test, there's not a doubt in my mind that every one of those teammates of mine are going to back every move that we make. They're not going to question the team. We're going to get the stuff done. We're going to make a difference. And then we're going to pack up. We're going to clean up. We're going to get back in service. And we're going to get back to the firehouse and start enjoying the rest of the day. Because that is our choice. That is your choice. I've been a part of a lot of crews that don't like being at the firehouse. A lot of people that don't like being firefighters. I don't care what they say. They can tell me to my face all day long that they love being a firefighter, that they are there to help people. And then out of the same mouth, they'll sit and gripe about everything that happens. Every time training comes, every time we have to go pick somebody off the ground, every time we have to go change batteries in a smoke alarm. You can't say those things and mean both of them. One of them is a lie. You're either lying about, I don't even know why you would, you're lying. You're not, you don't want to be a firefighter if that's how you treat the day. We got to bring back the pride to the fire service. I as usual, when I get to this kind of point on these shorter episodes, I feel like, well, I either said some things that made a lot of sense and are very important, or I completely rambled for whatever length of time it took, and nobody's going to learn anything from it. So, like most days, I honestly don't know. I feel like I said some things that are important. I feel like I have a lot of passion in these areas, and I know that we need to hear these things. So I hope that I said something that helps you. I hope that I said something that maybe inspires you to do a little better yourself. We're not going to be perfect. We're not going to have all the answers. We're going to mess up. We're going to make mistakes. But I guarantee you, I'm going to make mistakes because I'm trying. I'm going to make mistakes because I'm putting myself out there. I'm going to make mistakes because I am stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm not going to make mistakes because I'm sitting around letting things happen and not standing up for them. I'm not going to make mistakes because I refuse to grow. I refuse to step outside of my comfort zone. Those will not be the mistakes I make. I'm okay all day long making mistakes because I am putting myself out there. I am trying to grow. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to challenge myself. Those are the mistakes that I'm okay making. So that's about all I got. I hope my ramblings were of some value to you. I very much appreciate those of you that hung around this whole time, and thank you very much for all those out there that are reaching out to me. I really appreciate it. I love hearing it. It makes me want to keep going harder because I know that I see that it's making a difference. So thank you very much. Look forward to being back here tomorrow with our guest Adam Mayers. Fun conversation, somebody that loves to train and has a lot of good things to say. So thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Look forward to having you back. And until next time, stay humble and do work.